Hey guys, so I'm dead tired right now, but I had a few epiphanies today that, well, I've actually kind of known about it already, but I just really wanted to share it with you guys. These things that I've been learning in the past few weeks and months, and I think it's something that we always need to remind ourselves, and I think it'll actually really help with your spiritual life and how to battle or how to combat, I guess, temptations from the devil especially. And to get you, to always stay on track with your spirituality, with God, and with your faith. And always let Him take the wheel, always trust in Him and not trying to steer it yourself and steer your life yourself, because ultimately you want to have the same desires that God desires for you. So a big thing that I've learned this week, and I was talking about it with my friend Michelle, and we were talking about how I'm actually going to read from this book that I've been reading. It's called Patience and Humility by William Ullathorne, and I think he's actually a priest, or he was an archbishop in the 1800s, I think. And I really think that you guys should read this book, Patience and Humility, a handbook for Christians. This book is amazing. It's like, the way he writes, it's in like sections and very small chapters and you can digest very easily. And that's what I love about bishops and priests or just writers from the past, because they knew especially Christian writers, they kind of knew how to write for us to digest them. I mean, maybe not Thomas Aquinas or Augustine, but just for practical Christian spiritual advice, so I'm reading from page, it's actually the first, I think one of the first sections, Surrender Your Will to God, and it's on page 7, and he writes, "It is the fostering of minor troubles until they swell to a flood of sadness and discouragement that gives the devil a turbid pool in which to cast his nets. If those minor troubles befall you, let them drop. Be not disturbed. Turn your heart to God. Do not look at them. Do not dispute with them. Answer them not a word. Only turn your mind from them and let them drop." And I mean, as you can tell, it's a very powerful paragraph, just that little part. Let them drop, let your troubles drop. Every time you're anxious about something or you're worried about something, seriously, those things are things that you make up in your mind that don't exist, that the fears that you make up in your mind that actually keep you from doing what you need to do for God. And that's something that I realized as I've been, just trying to really push forward in what I need to do for my Catholic project, for my, my job and my businesses, for my business. These are things that I need to do to make sure that I'm I'm financially independent for myself, for my future family. I need to make sure that Catholic Apollos is, moving in the right direction. And all of this, of course, is by, I need to see this with God's grace. I need God to guide me. And, but with these projects, I know a ton of you have a bunch of things going on, and this may cause so much anxiety in your life. And you just got to look at this anxiety and think, the only way that I'm going to get through this is by not thinking about it and letting God take the reins. Let them drop. Let your troubles, let them drop. And I think this is kind of the same thing with temptations, with impure thoughts. And I know a big piece of advice that we've all heard is like flee from impure or temptations or sins of the flesh, flee. And I also think, yeah, too, is like you just really have to like flee, but also just don't even think about it and just kind of move on to what you need to do. Focus on what you need to do for God. What's the next thing that you need to do? What were you doing before? Like before your mind was kind of distracted. And that always helps me. I always think, okay, I need to focus on getting the books on the shelves, or I need to do inventory, or I need to do this, I need to focus on this customer, or, I need to focus on the mass, or I need to, just whatever you are doing, just go back to doing it and do it the best that you can for God. I think that's all I really wanted to share with you guys, because these are things that I've been really struggling, or I've been struggling with, but because I'm starting to really learn how to deal with them, I really want to share them with you guys, because it's really helping. It's helping so much, and I just want you guys to also, take these pieces of advice and apply them to your life, and, so that you guys can get closer and closer to heaven and to God. So, yeah, please read Patience and Humility by William Ullathorne, and I'll put a link, I guess, to Amazon for you guys to buy it if you're interested in buying it. It's one of the best books that I've read so far, and, well, I haven't really read a ton of books, I've read books, but, okay, I'm talking too much, I'm sorry. It's like 11 o'clock at night, so I'm really tired, and I'm kind of delirious, so I love you guys, God bless you, and just set the world on fire.